Welcome once again to our program, dear audience. In today's program, we will talk about a social problem that has affected many people around the world. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place using electronic technology. Electronic technology includes devices and equipment such as cell phones, computers, and tablets, as well as communication tools including social media sites, text messages, chats, and websites. Examples of cyberbullying include mean text messages or emails, rumors sent by email, or posted on social networking sites as embarrassing pictures, videos, websites, or fake profiles. Cyberbullying is defined in legal glossaries as actions that use information and communication technologies to support deliberate, repeat, and hostile behavior by an individual or group that is intended to harm another or others. In this occasion, my special guests are my fellow students. They will give their views on the subject. The first question is, why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays? The turn is to our mate William Riascos. Why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays? Do you hear me? Hello, William. Why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays? Hello, William. Can you hear me? Why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays?
Paula, if you want, I could start, and then we change just a little bit that, and then William can go right back if you want.
All right. So, start, Jessica.
Okay, so as in, why do I think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays? I think that is because, one, it's obvious because of for me it's obvious, because of the media, the social network that is going around the world, I say. And so children and teenagers have more access to these things. So like they have more access to it, and they don't need to go directly to another teenager or to another children to bug them or say mean things, but they can do it behind the screen. They can do it using different devices, as you said, Paula, to get to those kids and make them feel bad, but not showing themselves. You know, it's like I just said, it's behind the screen. So I think that's why it's more popular, or it's more seen now than cyberbullying is more seen now than before.
Amazing, thanks, Jessica. Now you, Veronica, what is your opinion?
Okay, I think cyberbullying is being carried out increasingly among children and adolescents because there is not respect for difference with others and conversely. This is a contagion that grows every day besides the lack of awareness of responsibility for use of new technologies.
All right. William, now you can participate with us.
Okay.
Yeah?
Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, of course.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. The first question,
Yeah.
what is, why, why do you think cyberbullying is taking place among children and teenagers nowadays?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I think that cyberbullying is taking place among children because there is no support by parents for the children learn that the internet is a misblazing. Besides, children and adolescents spend much time in front of the computer without the company of responsible adults who are aware of what they do. Thank you.
All right. Clearly, this social problem has emerged and has been strengthened because of the booming technology, ICT, the rise of social networks, instant messaging applications, etc. Children and young people are probably the most vulnerable demographic group. Stalkers seeking a susceptible, innocent person that apparently doesn't know how to defend themselves and that he or she cannot control the situation. The next question is, as a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students? Who want to answer this question? Veronica, can you hear me? Veronica, as a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students?
Yes. I think we need to lectures, conference, and debates involving teachers, students, and parents to discuss the importance of ICT and my responsibility of use to avoid conflicts. It is also important to talk about cyberbullying for to be always attentive to the problem. Thank you.
All right. Now, William.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, William. As a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students?
Okay. Me? Hello?
Hello, William. Can you answer this question? Can you hear me?
Yes. Hear you. I listened.
Okay, so answer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, the second question.
Uh-huh.
As a teacher, what would you do to prevent cyberbullying among your students? I think that the best way to prevent cyberbullying among students is to have productive talks in relation to this kind of problem, so that students are made aware of the dangers of social networks. Also, I give them some advice such as don't answer to the provocation, ignore them. Second advice, if they bother you, drop the connection and ask for their advice. Don't provide personal information. And the last advice, warn them that they are committing a crime. Thank you.
All right. Now, Jessica, your intervention.
Well, as a teacher, the things I would do to prevent cyberbullying among my students, the things that start are actually that when I see that they're that they don't get along. Amongst them, the things that we can do as teachers is probably do different activities, so they can see that when you say something mean to somebody, it hurts. So you can hurt their feelings, or they can feel bad, even if it's something that you don't say in a bad way. You know, if you say it face to face, they don't feel not cool, they don't feel nice about it. So if you do it by posting a picture or something like that, that will hurt them even more. So one activity I did with a group of students one day was that we got a white piece of paper and we put it in our hat and we made it like little like a ball. And then I told them, okay, open it. Excuse me. And then they opened it, and then they saw all the lines, and the paper's never gonna go back to normal.
Of course.
So I said that's what happens if you hurt somebody's feelings, if you do funny things to somebody, the paper will never go back to normal. And it's the same with the heart of a person. If you do that to someone, their heart will never go back to normal. They would always feel sad or bad about that thing. So the same if you do it face to face, or in this case by cyberbullying, it's not nice, and it's actually something that we have to get into the students' head, that they are hurting others. So I think it's that.
Amazing, Jessica. Being a teacher, I think the best thing I can do is establish a close relationship and project confidence to my students. Get them to see that I can be their constant support in an adverse situation. Keeping this kind of relationship with the students, they can more easily express their feelings, and they can reveal the people who are causing them harm. So we go with the third question. I know. Yes. As a teacher, all right. As a teacher, what would you do if you find out? As a teacher, what would you do if you find out one of your students is being bullied online? What would you do if one of your students is a bully online? We want to answer this question. The third question. As a teacher, what will you do if you find out one of your students is being bullied online? What will you do if one of your students is a bully online? William? Third question.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you?
Okay, give us your answer,
Hello.
William.
Okay. It's about the third question.
Yes, William.
Then, as a teacher, what would you find out one of your students is being bullied online. What would you do if one of your students is a bully online? Okay, I think that the most appropriate is to tell their parents so that together we can take an early solution and prevent that this path has an unfortunate end. Thank you.
All right, Veronica.
Okay. The most appropriate in this case is to talk with the students, have intervention to school psychologists, and clearly speak with parents to find out an early solution to the problem. Thank you.
All right, Jessica.
Very good.
Okay, for the first question, for the first part of the question, I think for this case, he's the victim in this case, so I probably would talk to him and know what he's feeling, what's going on. Sometimes when you're a victim of something, you need to be listened to. After speaking to him, the next thing I would do is send him to a psychologist, and obviously tell the parents and the school principal so she can know what's going on. And so the people that should know the situation, but as the teacher of the student, I should know what the case is so I can explain to the parents and the principal what's going on. And then after the second question, is if the bully it's not the victim, but it's the person who's causing the damage, I say, or the bad feelings. I don't know how to say it, but anyways. The cyberbully in this case, I would actually speak to him and let him know that what he's doing is really wrong. And, try to get to the bottom of why he's doing what he's doing. And then when I speak to him, I do the same thing. I send him to a psychologist, tell the parents and tell the principal, and let them handle it for that. But I say speak to them first because as a teacher, I should do a part of the job, not only say I'm going to leave them to the parent, teachers, the parent or psychologist. Well, yeah, that's what I think.
All right, thank you very much, Jessica. If I realize that a student is a victim of bullying, I will act with some confidentiality. First, I will talk to him or her to know who are her aggressors, and I will file evidence of the attacks. I will seek witnesses and accomplices. Taking into my hands all this information, it's easier to denounce the situation to the directors or to the authorities, depending on the severity. I will talk to the parents of the victim and the aggressors, obviously. Both the victim and the perpetrators should receive psychological therapy, and each institution must ensure this right. Okay, now we go with the fourth question. Why do you think some children and teenagers have committed suicide pressured by cyberbullying? Is there something that teachers and parents could have done to realize of the situation and prevent that? William, help us with your point of view.
Hello. Okay. I think they don't find a way out because of some threats, psychological abuse, and manipulation that go against their moral dignity.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay. And the answer?
You're finished?
Hello?
Are you finished, William?
Yes.
All right. Now, Veronica.
Yes.
Veronica.
Is there some time that teacher and parents could have done to release? Oh, excuse me.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. I think that is the only way the film to break the psychology and moral damage they are causing in them. Thank you.
All right. Jessica, please.
Okay, the question, what do you think some children and teenagers? Okay, I think it's a cause of different emotions and the thought of not being accepted because of something that is very important to them. I find this really sad, but I think it's a way of saying, okay, if you don't accept me with this or with that or with this kind of things that it's me, that it makes me part of who I am, then it's easier for me to finish with my life than continue living like in the suffering. That's what I think they think before doing that. So.
That's right.
No.
William. Yeah. Okay. As we saw in the video, the aggressors were very insistent. They attacked the child in all possible means. The offensive and degrading messages arriving at any time of the day. Children or young people who have committed suicide probably reached a point where they allow that those prejudices affect their frame of mind and self-esteem. They allow that this caused irreparable emotional damage to them. The pressure was so strong that led them to make the wrong decision. Probably many of the children or young passed away without express absolutely nothing to anyone. However, parents and teachers should learn to identify the attitudes of adolescents and children. There are strange attitudes such as apathy, fear, distraction, even lack of appetite, introverted attitudes leave much to say. Parents and teachers should support, investigate, and always be aware of these aptitudes to intercept. Okay, we go with the last questions. Do you know any strategies or campaigns in anti-cyberbullying in the world, in Colombia and the institution where you work? Do you think they really work? Why? Why not? Veronica, the fifth question.
No, I don't. Yes, no, I don't know of any.
All right, William, the fifth question.
Okay. Do you know any strategy or campaigns anti-cyberbullying in the world, in Colombia, and the institution where you work? Yes. Yes. In Spain, there are currently various non-profit associations that combat cyberbullying, advising victims by providing advice, making public awareness campaigns, and even carrying out complaints to the police. Do you think they really work? Why? Yes, they do. Because every strategy works to the extent that the community understands that they are primarily responsible for keeping the information safe. Thank you.
All right, now Jessica.
Can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, now
Hello?
I can hear you, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was talking, and I had the mic off. Sorry.
No problem.
But okay, I don't know. I don't know any campaign, but I think that it should work. As if there's a campaign against bullying, cyberbullying, they usually get to do different activities in where the students are put in a position where they don't want to be put. You know, in a position where if you did this is the consequence of that, you know. So I think that if they should work, if they're done the right way. Also, I've seen, because I saw a campaign about bullying at the school where I work, and I noticed that actually instead of preventing bullying, it gave like a little bit of advertisement to bullying, because it gave like ideas of how to do bullying. So it depends also on the campaign, because it's not, you have to really check out the campaign. Well, that's what I think. Yeah.
All right. I am not familiar with campaigns against the cyberbullying in our country, or I do not have this in mind. The care given to such problem is insufficient, so I can share with you some campaign. Now let's to hear some conclusions about this topic. Parents and teens can prevent cyberbullying. Together they can explore safe ways to use technology. No? Be aware of what your kids are doing online, establish rules about technology use, and support them. William can give us some conclusions to the topic.
I think that cyberbullying is a huge problem, because every day this kind of threat is increasing among our children or teenagers, even in some adults. I think that it's a psychological problem, because this kind of problem is mental.
All right. Veronica, can you give us some conclusions about this topic?
I don't listen.
Veronica, can you give us some conclusions about the cyberbullying? Okay.
Yes, I think when a situation of cyberbullying occurs, the affected child and the child that causes offense is that more support and responsibility of parents for their children to seek out education to accept difference of others.
All right. Jessica, a conclusion?
I think that as the class that he made, William and Veronica said, I think it's more like of a teamwork, parents, teachers, school staff, and that we work together to find solutions for those students, so that they don't feel like they have to do that, and two, that if they're victims of it, like William said, that they can actually know that it's a crime, and that they can go to the police to do that. So I think it's things that they shouldn't be afraid, and that's it.
All right, very good. This is everything. Say goodbye. All right.
Okay.
Have a nice day. So.
Okay. Goodbye.
Okay,
Have a nice day.
Jessica, thank you for your opinions. I think
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.